Well, good evening and welcome back to another seemingly random geography show. So last night I went to Tullamarine Airport to watch some planes flying in. There's 2 or 3 really good viewing areas at Melbourne Airport. This is one of them where you can watch international flights landing and taking off. Here we go. And an interesting thing happened when I was there. So it's obviously pretty freaking cold in Melbourne right now, and there was a lot of cloud cover, and it was also extremely humid. So the humidity was maybe like 95%, something ridiculous like that. This is the other viewing area. I'll just show you. This one's quite cool. They've even got the ice cream truck there. So this is where I was last night, and I was watching planes flying in, and a Qatar flight was approaching the runway, and the clouds parted as it moved through it, which was incredible, and it formed this love heart shape in the sky. And then as it approached, it had these 2 sort of streams of, it looked like smoke coming from each of its wings, and they were twisting and coiling around, and I'd literally never seen anything like it before. And there was a guy here with his kids, and he knew exactly what those 2 phenomena were. And the first one is this. He said, this is called wake turbulence. It's when a large plane passes through a cloud and it leaves a wake in the cloud behind it, a swirling wake. And if another plane were to fly behind this plane, it would be really dangerous because the wings would, you can imagine, right? This is swirling clouds. A plane would struggle. They have to wait before they proceed through the love heart. So this is what I saw. And yeah, it was really cool. And the next thing I saw as it approached the ice cream stand was something called wingtip vortices, which this really nice man told me about as well. It wasn't smoke, it was like vapor, water vapor. So because the humidity was so high and it was so cold, it became visible, and it was almost like, I guess there was some ice in here as well, not too much, but anyway, so it was the perfect conditions to witness this particular sight. They're kind of like mini tornadoes shooting out, and they don't always occur on the wingtips. This one has like 4 going. The ones I saw were more like this. And it's to do with the sudden change in direction of the wind. So as the plane's landing, the air's heavier and they have the flaps up, and the heaviness of the air and the drag or induced drag, which means when you're landing, what's it called? It's called the angle of attack, or the AOA, I believe. And so the greater the AOA, the more likely this is to occur. So it's basically the angle of the air as it hits the plane's wings, I guess, or some other part of it. I'm not sure. So the greater the angle of attack, the more likely that something such as this would occur. Anyway, and yeah, so this is a picture of both of the things occurring. The wake turbulence, or the heart I saw in the sky, and the wingtip vortices. So pretty fun day out at the airport for me. So that little outing inspired this episode, which will be planes, trains, and automobiles. I couldn't find any maps for automobiles, so it's cars. So planes, trains, and cars. But if you haven't seen the amazing John Candy, Steve Martin film Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, make sure you watch it. Okay, before we begin, I just want to show you some other images taken from arguably the best airport viewing or plane spotting site in the world, and that is the island of Saint Martin in the Caribbean, and it's called Maho Beach. So this is one here. This is just a light plane, twin engine Cessna coming for land. So that's a cool one. And then we have a couple more. I'll save that one. Oh, I quite like this one. This is the bar nearby. This interesting pirate, baby-faced pirate. I don't know how he managed that mustache. And it looks like an American Airlines flight coming in to land. That one's quite cool too. And then we have this one, which is quite cool and so bizarre that this is somehow suspended in air. It's like flight is pretty phenomenal. So this is a larger passenger plane going in, and all these people are ready to view it, and I saw this woman's mooning it, so mooning the pilot. But yeah, it would be really cool to see. Apparently a popular and illegal pastime here is to stand on this fence. There's actually a road between the beach and this fence, so I imagine this would be very painful. And when the planes are taking off, not when they're coming into land, they stand along this fence, and the air from the jets, the jet thrust as it takes off, is so great. Actually, how does this work? Because it would blow them the other way, wouldn't it? Maybe it's when they're landing. Yeah, maybe it's when they're landing. You stand on the fence, and by the time it's passed over, it's actually quite low to this fence, so the people are right in the path of the jet blast, and it blows them backwards down the sand. And yeah, it's meant to be pretty dangerous. Let me see if I can find an image of that actually. Yeah, here you go. This is an example of a plane coming into land and these tourists holding the fence. And this guy's already taken off. He's let the blast take him, and yeah, the legs are kicked out from under them and they have to hold on. But obviously sometimes it's hard to hold on when you have a bloody 737 or 747 blasting air into your face and body. And unfortunately a tourist died participating in this, so surely they're not allowed to do it anymore. Yeah, so this isn't the person that was killed, but this is someone that was injured. So you can see how fraught and dangerous this is, because they have these two concrete barricades here. So this woman obviously hasn't been able to hold on, and she's gone flying. Now imagine going flying headfirst into this. That would surely be fatal, but they somehow survived. So people are silly. Okay, enough of that. So yeah, that was Saint Martin, the best plane spotting place in the world. Although Melbourne Airport's pretty good too. Alright, we will go in order of film title: Planes, Trains and Automobiles, beginning with international airports from all around the world. Looking forward to this one. Okay, unfortunately we were outside. I was hoping to go inside the airports. That would have been the dream. Right, back yellow number plate, white front number plate. This is likely going to be London. Perhaps this is Heathrow or Gatwick or whatever the other fucking one is. Can't quite read that from here, unfortunately. What does it say? Don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. It's like we're just at the car park really, but is this big enough for Heathrow? I guess it could be Dublin or something too. In fact, the yellow outer lines, although I guess all rules are off when you're in an airport, like lines be lines, but I think this is common in Ireland to have those yellow lines. I'm going to go Dublin. I think they have the same number plates too, do they not? Well, they fucking do now. No idea where the airport is. No idea. I'll just go here. It was Aberdeen. I saw the word Aberdeen. Oh god, I'm silly. Fucking Scotland. Never mind. It's one of the three. Okay, here we are. I was going to say, this reminds me of a lot of airports look like this. To have to say, these aren't the optimal airports viewing spots, are they? Because you can't see shit. Alright, lane through. Small white number plate. Oh god. Alright, I wonder if this is palm trees. I assume... Alright, here we go. Here's some tomfoolery right here. It says clearance 11 feet and 0 inches. There's only one nation that would use feet and inches to mark a height warning, and that is the United States of Imperial. And based on the palm trees, I'm going to say this is, I don't know, somewhere in Florida, maybe like Miami Airport. It's not going to be down there, you fool. Alright, where do people put airports? Oh god. Usually you can just see it, like it stands out, but not today. Not today. Here, there's the new Miami Airport. Tampa. It's alright. It's going to be one of them. Not bad for that one. Alright, we are inside an airport now. This says Royal Delhi, so we must be in New Delhi. No. We are in New York, perhaps, because of the New York sandwiches they're selling. Again, probably not. Oh, what else have we got here? Marketplace. Some shops. Interesting photo choice again, but I guess it would be too easy if you're standing right in front of the departure board or something like that. Let's look for fonts and currency. Oh, fucking Mickey fucking Mouse. Disney licensed. We better not be in some Disney airport. Does Disney have a fucking airport? I can't really see their faces, but I think based on hair color that this might be somewhere in, I don't know, Asia, Southeast Asia, China. Would I be remiss in thinking that? Is this Singapore airport? No other clues as far as I can see. There is there's Disney's all over the fucking places we've learned. Why would they have one in this airport though? Maybe it's Tokyo. There's a Disneyland in Tokyo. Just keeps popping up in my life everywhere. I can't get away from it. There we are. Tokyo Disney. Fuck yeah. How was that? Mickey Mouse helped me. Okay, here we are. Smaller airport. Said international airports. I guess this is just out the back. Got a truck here. And can't quite read that either, but I think it's just in English. I imagine this is just somewhere in America again. Yeah. Okay. 30 and conifers everywhere. Air traffic. So I'm going to pick somewhere actually quite far south. This would be Canadian International Airport. Can't see all the number plates because that's silly safety barrier. All right, I'm gonna go Calgary. Yeah, do it. Ooh, Saskatoon. I was close. Canada close. All right, carrying on. Not helpful. Transportation, blah blah. Transportation terrestre. Transportation. That looks like a Portuguese word. Right there. Taxi. Why don't you have the name of where you are from on here? Salidas. I think maybe it is Spanish after all. It's a little bit cool. Maybe it's like, hold on. These mountains out here reminded me of the airport in La Paz is surrounded by mountains, but, oh, hold on. Why? Put something on there. Based on what I'm seeing, I could remember where these taxis were from. It's so frustrating. Like, it kind of looks like La Paz, but just not quite. Not enough for me to want to pick La Paz. What does that say? I wonder if it says Cusco and it's in Peru. I don't think that looks like doesn't look like a S though, although I don't know if that's how you spell it in the language. Would it be more likely to be in Lima? No, it's not as hilly in Lima. Oh, actually there's fucking lots of hills in Lima. I'm gonna do it. Take a risk. Fucking hell. I bet it said Cancun. No, that's not where Cancun is. Fucking right on the border. It was in Mexico. Was that really obvious? Now that I think about it, I didn't even look at the sun. It's probably the most humiliating when you pick the wrong hemisphere, when the sun is a tool you can use to decide where you are. That was a terrible final result, but I mean, my other guesses were okay. All right, on to choo-choo trains. Let's go. Boom. All right, this looks like a train. Here we go. We've got the hiatus over the U. Actually, these ones might be, it's not. Yeah, umlaut, and I think that's an umlaut too. And potentially that one as well, because we're probably in Germany. Because they look like two German words, but I don't know what they are. I'm recording. You're delaying it. But I guess it could be Austria too, because they also use umlauts, Wurgel and Kitzbühel. Anyway, this looks like a speedy, bullety looking train. Actually am leading towards Austria. That's also because there's more coverage in Austria. Oops, that's Czechia. Wolfsburg, Graz. I feel like I've seen this plate. Here we go. Wurgel. Yes. Get in. And Kitzbühel. And we're in between both. We're on a train. So somewhere here. Brixen in the bar. We saw that word too. Oh my god, I almost got a perfect score. Oof, that's pretty good. Okay, I'm just gonna take a quick nachos break and I'll be right back. Alright, nachos done. Pretty pleased with that guess. That was great. On to the next one. Choo choo. Okay, we're in Europe again. Same type of train. These trains travel all across Europe, across country borders. Corn. Back again. At least we know we're in Europe this time. We won't have a repeat of the It's Corn disaster of 2022 against Erica's iPad. Yeah, it's definitely a Eurotrain. And jeez, there's not a lot to go on here, is there? Maybe if only I knew a single goddamn thing about utility poles. Maybe a thing or two about bollards. Interesting. Very interesting. Is this one you see in Austria? You see these in a few places. Nothing written there. White flowers. Corn. That's the... Oh god. Oh god. Oh, I have no idea. I guess... like the main corn producers in Europe are Romania and Hungary and some other places. But that bollard looked... I think it's an Austrian one or a Ukrainian one, but I don't think it's Ukraine. Oh god, I have to go Austria. If it's Hungary or Romania, I'll be upset. I'm going to just pick somewhere down here. There, that'll do. Oh, phew, it was Austria, but it was north. It was near Bad Schalabach. Anyway, I'm happy. I guess the right country. Thank you, Bollard. Alright, back in Europe. And we don't have a passenger train this time. Oh, well, we have a narrow log train. And, well, we're in Europe, as per this Mario Brothers outfit, colour-schemed European sign. Jesus Christ. And we have a country code as well. So, you know what I'm talking about, not country code, a domain blah blah, a domain doot. And FY has to be Finland. Now, town-wise, we can't just guess the capital city every time, can we? But maybe we can reckon, sure. I don't know, maybe we can figure something out. This is probably like more of a... well, they're transporting logs, so somewhere perhaps northern. Anyway, whatever. Let's go to Finland and figure it out together. Let's just pick... somewhere on the way to Helsinki, like they're taking them there. We'll go here. That looks fine. Yeah, it was much further north in Oulu. Alright, next one. Choo choo. Okay, here we go. Big transport train. Oh, what are they called? Whatever. Cargo train? Extending for miles. Presumably, I don't know. Lots of carriages. Little spider on that one. That is Cyrillic text again. I wonder if, God, there is a lot of train tracks laid down in Russia and in, well, all over Eastern Europe. In fact, the longest railway in the world is in that region, the Trans-Siberia Railway. So I've got my work cut out for me to pick a spot. And yeah, this is pretty sure this is a Russian bollard right here, although they have more than one. What else? Doesn't really narrow down where this might be. The only clue, I guess, is that this railway line's running east to west. So yeah, I reckon this is somewhere on the Trans-Siberian Railroad. Pretty sure this, if this is that line, is 10,000 kilometers long, and it begins in Moscow from memory, and it literally goes all the way to... where does it go to? Maybe it even goes as far as up here somewhere. That would be crazy if it did, but I'm pretty sure it does. Pretty sure it goes all the way, man. But where on this long line will this be, if this is that railroad? Because, alright, let's get serious now. No hills, sparse amount of trees. They look really rugged up, massive coats. Somewhere with a permafrost. Fuck, who knows? I'm gonna go here. Boop. Actually, is that what that town's called? Nah. Oh, fucking hell, it wasn't even Russia. Wait. Yeah, it was Russia. Thank God. But it turns out it wasn't on the Trans-Siberian Railroad. After all, it was just on, just the regular fucking road. And not far from the Black Sea. I'm sure it connects with... I'm sure it connects with the Trans-Siberian Railroad. Anyway, maybe I'll do an episode on that rail. Finally, we're out of fucking Europe. I assume we are. And we are trackside. The sleepers are spilling over onto this little side road. This car's parked awfully close to the tracks, but I mean, I guess that's can be quite common. Passenger train approaching, loads of motorbikes. Where Nissan. Whenever I see one of these, I just think of... No, do I think of that? I don't think I do. I was going to say Mexico, because Nissan's not even an American car. Satellite dish. What are these guys doing? Let's check this out. Alright, India, perhaps, maybe, southern. I'm going to go southern India and somewhere near. Don't need to go as far as Mumbai. I think it's much further south. We'll go Kochi. Fucking Thailand. I'm so shit at reading languages. Oh, that was appalling. Absolutely disgraceful. Alright. So far planes are winning, I think, and trains coming in second. Let's see if automobiles can take over both of them. Not too sure. Alright, so this says supercars, hypercars, sports cars, and cool cars. Not bombs. I wonder if they'll feature the Subaru Brumby, which is, in my opinion, the coolest car of them all. Okay, yeah, square in the city of Westminster. Oh, I forgot why we're here. We're here to look at cool cars. I mean, this is just rich cars, isn't it? Where's the cool car? Is it this car? I'm the wrong person to be playing this, but I think it's a Batman car. No, it's a Bentley. That's the James Bond car, isn't it? There's another fucking Bentley here. And the Mini, the preferred car of Mr. Bean. Okay, we're in a rich suburb of Westminster. In London, I assume. So let's get up to Westy Minstery. I can't be bothered looking. Greycoat Hospital. Wonder if the doctors wear white coats or grey coats. I'm going to look it up. I have to. If they don't, that'll be absurd. Okay, yeah, we're going to pick outside the Greycoat Hospital because we just are. Alright, we weren't even in fucking Westminster. We were over here near Harrods and Belgravia, but gotta look this place up. Now here I thought the grey coat and the white coat would be the interesting part. It's not even a fucking hospital, it's a school. I just don't think you can call a school a hospital. That's just me, but it might be confusing if you want to rush someone there to get life-saving care. I wonder if that's ever happened before. Like if you're a tourist and you were looking at the map and you weren't sure, you'd be like, oh great, Greycoat Hospital, let's go. And then you're confronted with a choir of grey coat wearing fucking school children. Alright, you do you, London, you do you. Alright, Dr. Glass. This is the same fucking problem. I don't think someone that replaces car windows should be calling themselves a fucking doctor. What if you're flicking through the phone book and you're in search of a doctor to perform life-saving care and you're like, yes, Dr. Glass. You see the issue here. Not as egregious as the hospital, I have to say, but Dr. Glass, yeah, you just can't appropriate a really important... To be fair, doctors appropriated the word. Medical doctors stole that from everybody else. So actually, everyone can call themselves a doctor. I don't care. Stuff those guys. What have they ever done for anyone? Okay, where are we? I was about to say Montenegro for some reason, but I don't think we are. I think perhaps more likely Italy. Is this an Italian word? I think it is. A little bit hilly, a little bit terracey. Italy is deceptively hilly. Mountain ranges run all the way from down all the way up into Milan, and obviously it's extremely hilly up here. So I always lean towards picking northern when really could very well be somewhere central. So for once in my life, I'm going to pick it. I bet it's north. Deep dog. Oh god. Yeah. Oh, it was fucking Como. Oh, it was Como. George's house. Next up. Oh, I didn't even look for the car. forgot what I was doing. I haven't looked for the car in the past 2 rounds, have I? No, I have. It's just that one that went. Okay, here's another cool car. No idea. What is that symbol? DTR. Grand Theft Room. It's a pretty nice car, I guess. This is Japan. Pretty sure. Japan was my first instinct. Yeah, I'll stick to Japan. I'm gonna go for this one. Up here. Tokyo. Never mind. Here we go again. Huh. And it looks like we're in Russia again. Where's the car? Is it this? It's dirty. This isn't cool. In the slightest. It's a fucking BMW. A dime a dozen. A dime a dozen. I think this is a far cooler car. Far cooler. Far superior. Alright, sunny t-shirt weather kind of day in Russia. In St. Petersburg or... Yeah, I'm going to go St. Petersburg. It's my first instinct. Because every time I'm like, oh, it's sunny, it must be Sochi. It's not. So today, it's Moscow. Alright, never mind. Alright, where's this flash car? This is going to be in Singapore. Singapore, a little sugar on me. Where's the car? Is that it? This is bullshit. Whoever made this map has neglected to keep it fresh. Pretty sure this is Singapore. But I don't know. I'm kind of over this map now anyway. I've performed quite poorly in the car. Unsurprisingly, it's probably underneath. Yeah, Singapore. There you go. Let's view the results. 18,000. Maybe that was our best score. I can't remember how it all played out, but yeah, that's it. I don't know if I'm going to air this one. It might have been a little bit shit, but if you're seeing this, it means I had nothing better to present you with. So yeah, I'll just leave it there.